really appreciate you joining me for the third upload of today, and make sure that you check the notifications because YouTube are not recommending the channel as much due to some of the controversial stories and topics that are featured. In this episode, we're going to be talking about London street news and Croydon, South London. Thank you to Dave Nathan for his coverage from the scene where 3 teenage boys were stabbed on Goldcrest Crescent in New Addington, and police were called at 4:35 PM on Friday, April the 15th. The victims were said to be 15, 16 and 18 and were taken to hospital by paramedics, and police confirmed on Saturday morning they were not in a life-threatening condition. 2 other people have been arrested in connection to this, but no one has been named or charged as of yet. Goldcrest Way in New Addington was blocked at both ways on the day of the triple stabbing, and video footage from inside the crime scene shows yellow cones that have been placed near markings where blood is. One of the victims was receiving first aid next to a silver car, and that car still remained at the scene for forensics. A witness who spoke to my London newspaper said that I was coming home from work and I was driving down Headley Drive and I see 2 young lads and one had fell to the floor and got back up. I thought they were just joking around, and I did wonder about it, if he was okay or if it was real. My neighbour said what's going on, and I'd never seen so many police coming down the road, and I was overtaken by an unmarked police vehicle. The witness then told the newspaper that one of the friends said, Miss, can you give me a lift? I saw my friend being stabbed. He was with his girlfriend. He said he was from Croydon and he was crying, and he said they stabbed his friend in the neck and tried to stab him again. Armed police arrived at the scene and a young male was seen being stretchered off and being treated by awaiting paramedics. Police dogs were also looking for evidence within the cordon following the actual incident as well. A Section 60 order was put in place, and the Metropolitan Police said this would affect New Addington wards and the north of Croydon, Wadden, Fairfield, Park Hill and Shirley South, and it will be in effect till 7 AM tomorrow. And following that Section 60 being lifted, another person has been stabbed in Croydon as well. Thank you to the subscriber Redbeard that sent me the footage from the scene, where a 27-year-old male was stabbed today in broad daylight, they said, and London Ambulance Service attended at 3:21 PM to reports of a male in Headley Drive, New Addington. And this is said to be only half a mile away from where the triple stabbing took place yesterday. There is very little information that has emerged, and I don't believe any arrests have been made as of yet. The victim's injuries are not thought to be life-threatening, but several roads were closed while the police tried to gather evidence for the case. As I covered in a case a couple of hours ago where gunshots are being fired in the middle of the street, children are being stabbed in the middle of the street, and there is a lot going on that has got very little coverage in mainstream media. Out of all the cases that I've covered, only say half a dozen of them will actually make it to BBC News or have any sort of discussion or be highlighted. So I really appreciate you joining me for this update, and I've got more news coming in the morning, and don't forget to check out the website for all the latest breaking news and updates. Peace.